and blessings. Today in this Ancestral Pathways video, I want to talk about healing, in womb healing and ancestral healing, because it all goes together, right? So you all know that I'm a proponent for the ancestral realm and healing, and we have this energy as women to heal. We carry ancestral energy in our ovaries. So I've been doing a lot of deeper healing, just talking about really going deeper into the ancestral healing and deeper into our womb healing, into the darker, shadowy place, not just dealing with our own trauma, and continuously healing everyday life stuff that we deal with, but going back and really healing ancestral energy, and that is in our ovaries. We have unborn ancestral spirit that we carry every single day with us. And a lot of that energy, be it dark or light or gray or however, is in us, and it affects us every single day that we live as we are in this earth. Our body is in this earth. We carry this ancestral energy. Now, we can call on this ancestral energy for strength and power, but we also have to think about how we're going to go back and we want to heal. So one of the experiences that I have been dealing with, I had a couple experiences I want to share with you all. One experience I had where I literally was in spirit and connecting with my ovaries, and this experience was more on my paternal side, where I literally felt a white man on top of me. So we're talking about intercourse, and this is not that I literally had like a spirit having sex with me. I was doing a cleansing. Actually, I was doing a cucumber cleanse, and part of that cucumber cleanse, I was connected to my body, and I'm literally talking about cleansing out, dark energy, negative energy, because I know I've been talking about the cucumber cleanse from, the divine feminine, the goddess, the uni, the pleasure perspective, but also using that cucumber cleanse to do some deeper ancestral cleansing too, because it's a conduit, right? We bless that cucumber and we ask it to help go in and cleanse for us. It's juju, right? So as I was doing that, I have this experience of this man on top of me, and again, we're dealing with slavery time. We're dealing with, look at me, I'm light skinned, right? So there's something there. It's in my blood. It's in my ancestors energy. I also had a couple come to me who were asking for forgiveness. So I'm literally experiencing ancestral energy that is literally directly related to trauma for my mothers. Okay, we're talking about slavery time. We're talking about, I had all of these visions, all of this trauma that was coming up as I was doing my cleansing and connecting to my ovaries. So that's really heavy for me. It really affected me very heavy. I'm in that space of accepting. Forgiveness is for me. Forgiveness, just forgiving and forgiving, because it is part of my ancestral energy. I cannot separate myself from my ancestors. I am my ancestors, good, bad, and indifferent. So how this looks, and it's on both of my sides, that my ancestors experience this trauma, this womb trauma from their slave owners. But this particular, these ancestors presented for forgiveness, from the heinous acts that they did, and they wanted my forgiveness. I did to speak with an elder on how to go about this, and some things like that, as far as just like working in the ancestral realm, because it was a lot on me to process. But I was doing, this cleansing and doing this work around deeper healing in the ovaries. So one of the things that I was able to do, I had to pause from that. That was a lot, talk with my husband. So I went back and did some clearing. When I came and I just presented in spirit to clear out my ovaries, I initially went on my maternal side. So right now I have so much clear energy in my left ovary, which is my maternal side. And when I spent some time in spirit doing my clearing, I literally just, again, and I talked about in one of my other videos, is how we send energy back, we send love back. And what I was able to do was connect with that ovary and literally connect and go in and do some clearing. So as I was doing this clearing, I called on love, I called on green light, and it was amazing, because when I called on the pink light, it was like my ancestors were kind of like aligned up like dominoes. And when I called in with earnest prayer and sincerity in my heart, I had one hand on my heart, connecting in my heart center, because we're doing this deep healing, not from the mind. We're doing this deep healing from our heart space. So I had one hand connected on my heart, the other one on my ovary. And when I sent it, and I did that in an earnest space of love, it was just like a domino effect. And the pink light kind of knocked the dominoes, and they kind of all fell back, like kind of like pins. from, you know, on a polling ball. It was crazy. I was just like, oh my God, like they really got that energy and they really got that love. So I just worked in that for a while and sent that healing and that green light. And as I began to do it, I just, I chose the portal of my uni to release this negative energy. So as I did that, I started seeing balls of just almost like bowling balls full of darkness. Tar was just coming down my fallopian tube, down my uni, just darkness, and I just let it flow. So the thing about this is, it's crazy, right? So I accept, I allow myself to receive this clearing. I accept this. I send this clearing energy to the unborn ancestors, to the unborn spirits that are in my ovaries. And I just kept repeating that. I allow this clearing because I was literally seeing this darkness coming from that left ovary down through my uni, and it was just being released. And I just kept going, and I just kept going, and just kept going, and just kept going, and just letting that darkness, that tar, until it just started to fade away. And then I just saw just healing light, love, and that's what remained, and that's what remains in its ovary. So I left that there. I left that in that green healing light. I checked in with myself yesterday and checked in with that ovary just to see, you know, what's going on in that ovary, and immediately I felt so much lighter. Just so much light in that ovary. Now, I did take some time on last night because we are in the waning moon. We're talking about letting go, we're talking about releasing, we're talking about healing. So I did take some time last night to work in my right ovary, which is my paternal side, and that's the side where the man and the woman came and asked for forgiveness. Those ancestors, you know, from the slavery time, and it's just a whole lot. Okay, a whole lot on inside. So because after I did the healing on the right ovary, my the left ovary, left equals mama side, right equals father side. After I did that healing, I felt the imbalance. Like this side was clear, it was vibing high, it was like, you know, and I felt that imbalance in my right side, which is the side that I'm dealing with a lot of, you know, just a lot of ancestral pain. So I took some time on last night, and it was so much darkness. I used water energy to help clear that while I was in the shower. And as I began to do that clearing, Mother Goddess Yim and Yah came to me. She supported me. She came to me. Her energy came to me to help me, and just really embrace me as her daughter to help me do this clearing, because I needed some help. So, you know, I welcome that water. And again, I'm still in that place of clearing out this energy from my maternal side on my, you know, with my right ovary. I was feeling some pain. I was feeling, you know, it was hot there because I was calling in. I started working with her light. She gave me, you know, I already worked with her light ray, that we have created together when I do the womb healing sessions for other people. But really, like, I have this is me and her, and I began working with her light ray to help me and to clear this. And, you know, and even so, I still was seeing like a lot of, you know, darkness again. I had to choose a portal, a place of exit for this darkness to leave my body. I started to begin seeing blackness coming out my eyes, out my mouth. The dark energy wanted to escape from my ancestral the ancestral energy, the unborn ancestral spirits in my right ovary. So I picked my uni, and letting the water flow, and working in the shower, and letting that water flow. You know, I still saw some muddy waters, and it requires a lot of energy. Some of this stuff, this deep ancestral healing work with your ovaries, this is not going to be over time. You have to keep going back and keep going back. We are continuously healing, especially when we're healing when we're doing deep ancestral healing. So, you know, I left that there. I still saw, you know, some muddy waters there. So I'm still working on it. Even right now, I feel some discomfort in my right ovary. I don't have issues in my ovaries at all. Like, I don't have the manifestation of anything in my ovaries. This is purely energetic. So I did use I slept with my selenite tower. I did that, and I'm going to be doing some binary beats for the ovaries, because last time I did that, I was able to connect with my paternal grandmother through those binary beats. So it's going to be some more work. I only have so much energy in myself, so I'm going to keep working. Right now, I still feel like this tingling in my right ovary. My left is good. It's good as of right now, but again, I'm going to keep doing that work, because this is the side where I had those ancestors come who wanted forgiveness in that trauma also, that I felt from, you know, my ancestral mothers of this white man laying on top of her. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. So we're going into that deeper work, and this stuff affects us. You know, this stuff affects us so much. Just that deep sense of insecurity. You know, I had cervix issues. You know, I had to get stitched up with my kids, so I had to preemie my firstborn and all of that. So, you know, just that deep sense of just insecurity and all these types of things that manifest. A lot of this stuff is ancestral pain. It's ancestral energy that affects us physically to this date, you know. So I am doing this work. I am living this truth. It requires, you know, just going deeper and doing that ancestral healing with that womb healing. I'm going to continue to share this and how it looks. But yeah, I feel it. I feel it right now. I feel that pain of my ancestors on my paternal side, and I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep praying. I'm going to keep believing, and I'm going to call on my most benevolent ancestral mothers, and Goddess Yemiya, who is here, who has taken me on as her child, and I am so blessed to have that support. And I do not have an altar for her. I do not do all of that. I just have a grateful heart that I send her back love and light and thankfulness that she chooses to work with me for my own healing and also to service unto others. I hope that you receive this and that you would consider doing some deeper ancestral healing and some ancestral work, because you know what? We are worthy of that. We deserve that. And so also it will not continue to go forward. I have a daughter in her ovaries in any type of manifestation. So, you know, we bind that up and we do that work for ourselves, and we heal our mothers back. We heal our ancestral spirits back. It's alive in our body, in our ovaries, and we could do this. Love and light, womb blessings to you, ancestral blessings to you. Again, if you want to, you know, ancestral reading or womb healing or whatever, hit me up. Facebook, hit me up, internetdoe.com. Many blessings to you. Now let me run. I gotta get into the office. Bye bye.